Welcome back. Today's ABC lesson is for the letter A and the letter I. A comes before I in your ABC pack and in the alphabet, but I actually want us to talk about letter I first today. I like ice cream, my favorite. What flavor ice cream do you think that is? If you could pick, what flavor would you make it? I think I would make mine mint chocolate chip or Neapolitan. I love Neapolitan. My husband makes fun of me, but it's one of my favorite kinds of ice cream. So ice cream and I. The letter I is a vowel, so it can make two different sounds. It can make its letter sound like I in ice cream, or it can make the I sound. I, like itchy or icky or inside. Use your inside voice. Those are all words that start with an I. I. Can you think of other words that start with I? It's a little bit tricky. The letter I. So to make our letter I, this one's an easy one. It just uses straight lines. We have one big line down, little line across the top, little line across the bottom. It's also just like the letter T, only with an extra line at the bottom. This one, of course, starts at the top, but we are going to start in the middle, not at Mr. Smiley. Big line all the way down, little line across the top, little line across the bottom. That one's pretty easy. I know you guys will do that one very quickly. But the letter A, believe it or not, we have not learned how to write in the classroom because it's got the elusive diagonal line. Whoa. The diagonal line is not always easy to write. It takes a lot of pencil control. So let's look at the letter A. We all know the letter A, don't we? A, like ant, apple. A, like ape or angle, angel. There's another good A word, A. A is also a vowel. So let's look at the way we write our letter A. We're going to start at the top, but we're going to start in the middle. Okay, we're going to have a big line down to the corner, another big line going down to the other corner, and a little line across the middle. Okay? I think most of you know how to write the letter A, but let me show you some tricks. Again, like I said, we want to start in the middle. Big line down, come back to the top, big line down, and then that little line across the middle. Now notice when I make my little line, it does not go outside these big lines, okay? We don't want to see a big line across like that, right? Ooh, that's a sloppy A. Mrs. Contreras has definitely made A's like that before, but that one's a little bit sloppy. So when we make our A, start at the middle, diagonal line down, back to the top, diagonal line down, and a little line across the middle. What I want to discourage you. I don't want you to start at the bottom and go up and down. Okay? That might make an okay looking A, but for today, if you would just be so kind as to start at the top, diagonal line down and back to the top, diagonal line back. Okay? The reason I want you to start at the top is to be sure that our A's are nice and clean, that they have that really sharp point at the top, and that they are inside of our writing space. Sometimes if we start at the bottom and we come up and go back down, our A's can get a little wild, they can get a little big, they might go all the way off the page. So for today, if you would be so kind as to humor me and make your diagonal lines go back to the top, diagonal line down. It also will help you practice those diagonal lines. And parents, remember, if we're having trouble with our diagonal lines, you can have them lay down on the floor on their belly and put something underneath that paper and have them practice their diagonal lines that way. That's a really good way to help build those shoulder muscles that you don't really think about using when you're making diagonals. Shoulder muscles are muscles because we're not just using our hand when we make diagonals. We're using the other muscles in our arms. So that's a good way for them to build up those muscles. And of course, if you want to draw a precious little ant, you can do that. You could even draw some little ant friends to go along with them if you wanted to. All right, good luck.